Yes. Yes. Okay. Do you want me on cam? Okay. I don't, hang on, can I have a minute? Oh, I don't know if I can get on cam safely. Yeah, Laura, I just got on scene here just as we were getting onto our noon show. It's actually pretty windy. I felt quite a bit of gusts on and off. Right now we're getting a big one. And I do see that with the smoke that's up in these hills. Just to orient you on where we're at, we are directly across the street from the Spokane Memorial Gardens. I was just here a couple weeks ago where two fires were set within a mile of each other, just on the border of these memorial gardens. Now we're back here again with fire crews responding to a fire across the train tracks, across the street of Spokane-Cheney Road, responding to this brush fire. I've seen a few trucks coming and going. I think if you can see just up on the top there are still some active flames. See if I can get a closer look for you guys. Right there. And again, you can kind of see the smoke is moving pretty quickly. I can feel that wind. I can imagine fire crews are battling that element here. Right when I got on scene, there was a family leaving the area, and they're actually the woman I spoke to, she's the one that actually said she called in this fire. She said they came to visit a family member's memorial and looked across the road and saw smoke and flames, a lot of flames, a little bit further towards this direction. I'll give you an idea. And there are some crews this way. It looks like the fire has moved significantly from where the woman said she initially saw the fire. This is just outside of the Spokane Memorial Gardens. So it looks like, from her account, the fire started this direction and then has moved, and this is the direction the wind is blowing, has moved down this road. And this is Marshall Road that crews are on right now. Laura? You know, I don't know the answer to that. I have seen, I mean, I'll kind of pan around. There does seem to be a command, it looks like a command center further, I believe it's south or west of where I'm at. There is traffic on this Spokane-Cheney Road coming and going. I don't know if that's people leaving the area or if they are just coming and going and aren't aware that this fire has happened. If you take a closer look, Once we have a chance, we're going to head down to what looks like this is a command post. We do know Spokane police are on scene as well, but the traffic is open, or we are seeing traffic coming through here. There are some families at the Spokane Memorial Gardens kind of taking a pause from what they're doing, just watching what's going on here. No, Laura, I haven't seen any air support yet. That could be a possibility, and I'll definitely tweet out photos if that is the case. But right now, there are mostly, you can see here, mostly brush fire trucks and fire trucks here on scene. But as far as air support, haven't seen that yet. Yes, mostly smoke, but let me take a zoom out here to give you a better idea of that hill where we're seeing a lot of that smoke coming from. There are spots that I'm seeing in this area where there are flames still popping up. So from my vantage point, it does still look active. You gotta yell at me. It's too windy. Hello. Say that again. I need you to yell because it's windy. I don't know. Ugh. Hey, boo-boo.
Hey, what do you need from me?
I'm gonna do a live shot here in a second if you wanna pan around. I've got it on face recognition mode, so if you, 30 seconds out. Once I step out, if you wanna turn off the face recognition so you can get, yeah. Just got this. And you can see the flames.
Okay,
Just above, so I'll point that up.
That?
Yeah. Stand by.
We continue to track breaking news at this noon hour, taking a look at multiple fires burning along Cheney Spokane Road and Marshall Road. Crews are on the scene along with our chief journalist, Amanda Rowley. Amanda, we were just reading the National Interagency Fire Center coming in saying at this point about 2 acres. That's the estimate. What are you seeing out there as you've been covering this for the last half hour?
Laura, right now, this fire is still very active. We're watching smoke come and go, still moving this direction. We do see flames. I have Shannon Mowdy helping me behind the camera. I'm going to have her zoom in and give you a closer look. We see active crews moving up and down this hill. To orient you, this is on the south side across the street from Spokane Memorial Gardens. We do see fire trucks, brush fire trucks moving through the area. We've seen a spotting of flames moving towards the east direction of Marshall Road. The wind, you can really see kick up that smoke and moving in that direction. I can't estimate the size of this fire, but it has moved significantly. I would say almost half the length of the property of the Spokane Memorial Gardens. So if it kind of gives you an idea, if you've been there before, it's swept the length of that property there. Again, if you can see kind of under those trees and brush, there is some flames that continue to pop up in that area. That wind is not making it easy. We're getting gusts of wind, a pause and gusts of wind, so I can imagine crews on the hillside there are really trying to navigate these elements.
All right, and you can see, obviously, focusing on several crews right in the thick of it. And the road appears to still be open, though they're asking for people not to drive in that area. Have you continued to see cars flow around you and past you?
Yes, so what you're looking at right now, where crews are staged, is on Marshall Road. Where I'm standing a little bit further, I need to get a compass. I'm sorry, Laura, but
that's okay.
Marshall Road that's looks to be closed off by crews right now. But behind me is Cheney Spokane Road. There is free-flowing traffic here. I'm turning around. I'm looking at the Memorial Gardens. They have their sprinklers on. So, again, good tactic for, just protecting property here in the midst of a fire. So, yes, traffic is flowing not on Marshall Road. We are seeing emergency crews moving back and forth through there. To my left, I do see a gathering of fire personnel as well as SPD. That does look to be the command post or the staging area. I have not had a chance to check in with them yet. We've been just watching this fire unfold before us.
Okay, one last quick question for you, Amanda. You, I know, covered last week, the other fires that were in that area. Can you give some context to how close they may have been to where you are right now?
Yes, I'm gonna ask Shannon to kind of walk and talk with me. We're gonna give an idea of where we're at. So again, Marshall Road behind me. I was here just 2 weeks ago. We'll do kind of a slow pan this direction. I was here just a couple weeks ago at this property, Spokane Memorial Gardens. If you can see where that truck is, just beyond where that truck is behind me, up into the brush, that's where the first of the 2 fires that I reported on had started. We still don't know the cause of the fires yet in that area, but what we do know is it happened early in the morning before groundskeepers had even arrived on scene. It was just on the edge of the Spokane Memorial Garden property. None of the property was impacted. It was mostly in that brush area, wooded area. Then about a mile away, about this direction, was a second fire that started. Again, we don't know what caused those fires. It's still being investigated. But for context, that was just a couple weeks ago. And now here we are across the street is another pretty impressively large fire. I will say the one that I reported on a couple weeks ago, just on the outskirts of the property here, it was reported to be in the size of about half of a football field. So about 150 by 150 feet. Laura?
All right. I was just watching your report that you did on that fire. Amanda, thank you. It looks like it is still continuing to blow out there. So we're going to take a pause here and go to a map with Thomas Patrick, who can give some idea to what that fire or what that weather looks like.
Yeah, so the winds are always the most important thing when it comes to fire weather. The prevailing winds are out of the southwest at around 10 to 20 miles per hour. So if it starts pouring out more and more smoke, we're actually going to notice that not only at our studios here on the south side of town, but throughout Spokane. It appears that is not yet the case, but we are monitoring that closely. And of course, fires can create their own weather environments and create its own wind. So obviously you see a lot of crews trying to attack that initially here.
All right. More on KREM.com right now and always on KREM 2+.
Hey. Say that one more time. It's kind of hard to hear. Oh yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yes, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. That's a question. That's a question for Shannon. I have not talked to anybody, but she's going over to the command. Yeah, she left a little bit ago, so she's headed over to that like stationed area, and I think I see her. So I started a group chat with you, me. I didn't add Jarrett. You, me, Kami, and Shannon. So okay. Okay, if she gets anything, can you have her text that group chat with a, oh, this is, okay, cool. All right, thanks, bye.